Alrighty guys, we are back in for round 8. We hope you had an amazing long weekend. We absolutely did, Aish. We have so much to cover tonight. Absolutely, plenty of good news stories. We're back in action. But as always, before we dive too far in, guys, massive thank you to all our sponsors. And first off, we've got our Rams Home Loans good news story for the week. If you haven't heard about this story, where have you been? Ash, we had a big weekend.
Oh, huge weekend.
Absolutely. A massive congratulations to Central District's Footy Club. Their women's team absolutely came through and swept the premiership last weekend, and we were there right in the heart of the action, and I'm telling you right now, these celebrations were insane. So I'm very glad the long weekend, Aish. I'm sure a few Tuesday sickies were still run.
Definitely, lots of girls celebrating.
Absolutely, good for them. 100%, and that's what I mean. We had a lot of Barossa Light and Gawler girls going out there playing in a sample team to come from one of the sides in a little bit of bottom end of the ladder the last couple of seasons. The girls have absolutely worked their asses off this season. Massive congrats to all the girls.
Really well deserved.
I'm going to list out a lot of names here. I've got them all written down because I'm excited. Barossa and Gawler girls have made it to the sample flags. We love it. We've got Tess, Sophie and Katie from Light and Kapunda. We had Barossa, Maddie, Georgia and Carissa. We had from Williston, Rosie, Wendy and Dakota. And Gawler Central's players, Demi, Shannon, Yovi, Shelby and Tia. 14 girls.
Great representation.
Absolutely. Goes to show how incredible this league is, and the quality of girls we've got coming out just goes to show all these girls have gone home with a medal around the neck.
Amazing.
And we were very lucky to have 2 medals going to Shelby getting best on ground for the final. She's a superstar. She's an amazing...
She's just outstanding.
Captain of that team, to lead that team to their first premiership as well. I know Shelby had a pretty big night out as well. Yeah. Well deserved to all the girls too.
I think she upped her dad, Greg Smith, so
absolutely,
she was very proud of that.
We did love the end of game speeches as well. Again, lots of celebrations going through, and we know the hype's been around those girls since then. We're obviously going to see a lot of these girls coming back. A few coming back to fill into their BLGW, so it's really great to see a lot of class coming back. Definitely. Those girls, hey, they've deserved a rest.
Yes.
Can we keep them on the sidelines? I'm already telling you no, because there's a couple of names already in our wrap-ups for round 8. So we're going to jump...
Keep them away.
Oh, mate, absolutely. We love it. We're going to jump into our round 8 wrap-up this week. Ace, we had a special round this week. We celebrated Pride Round here in the BLGW, which was fantastic. We've been really up and about. We've had a lot of stuff through the social media to show our support for this round, and it's very important. Obviously, the BLGW embraces the culture of inclusiveness, where everyone belongs and our diversity is celebrated. So Pride Round, it was great to see. Williston put on a great show. Massive shout out to Williston Footy Club. I think they did a lot of work to jump behind this.
And well done to Loz for creating those Guernseys. They looked incredible.
100%. We'll make sure a photo gets chucked up of those as well. It was really great to see. We had a really good quote from Megs actually. Williston and the BLG posted a really great story about her and her wife, which was really great to read. A quote from Megs was, "We feel so lucky to be a part of such an amazing league and a community that celebrates everyone." If you want to jump onto the Co-op BLG Facebook page, have a read. Again, some really great stories coming out from this round. So we had a Pride Round Cup, which had the Best on Ground medal, which was the Natalie Seaman and Megan Boasveen Best on Ground, which was amazing. To be able to have something like this backing up Pride Round, and of course, going to a Williston player, I see it only fitting.
Yeah,
I see it only fitting. It was a great battle out at Williston on Saturday night, with Williston taking on Tanunda. Tanunda 1 point to Williston's 12 goals, 13-85. Wild, wet, windy.
Yeah, crazy weather down there.
Absolutely. How Williston managed to get that points clocked up, I still can't believe it. But Williston, look, they had a lot of bests on, but Liz, Nikita and AJ took out their top 3, with Liz actually taking home the BOG medal of the Pride Round Cup, which is incredible.
Very special for the first one to take that home, so
absolutely. And that's what I mean, Williston was all backing that as well. They had some great Guernseys and all that. Again, they had a lot of people stick around. They did a really great presentation in the club room as well.
Great to see Tanunda sticking around and
absolutely, those girls stayed around for the presentation, so really great to see. Obviously, we had goals to Loz, Dance, Liz, Reese and Lily, 2 apiece for Williston, but Tanunda wasn't shy of their own best in Sonia, Callian, Macca and Caitlin Stafford. Caitlin Stafford always leads from the back. I rate Staffy a lot. I think she's a great player and a great girl to be around. Tanunda is very lucky to have her down there. And obviously Sonia's under 16s for Tanunda.
Yeah.
Coming through very strong, which is great. We've got a lot of under 16s on this list who are just
developing so fast.
Absolutely. These are the names you've got to remember the next couple of years.
Exactly.
I think
they'll be wearing a premiership medal soon.
Absolutely. We can't wait to hear that as well. So really great to see the Pride Round Cup absolutely going off on the Saturday night. So we love it. Jumping into the Sunday games, we had Barossa taking on Gawler Central. Barossa 2 goals 2-14 to Gawler Central's 1 goal 4-9. The weather was just as bad. The weather.
It's just no.
Winter footy, we love it. It's
wet,
you know.
Fingers freezing.
Absolutely. A lot of sleeves going out on the ground, but we love to see it. Obviously, Barossa just nipping Gawler Central in this game. Barossa's best in Ellie Ward, Tegan Robbins and Tiana Groveman, with Tiana kicking 1.
Same names popping up again.
Of course. Barossa, we're very happy. We're very composed there. We've got a lot of these young girls coming through, and obviously Tiana T. Groveman is an absolute leader of that team, and you can see that getting in the best every week. So.
Really valuable player.
100%. Gawler Central, though, we got a couple of great names. I'm very excited. They had Kate Bradwell kicking their 1, but their best were Kate Grady, Cass Holland, and Shannon Murphy.
Kate Grady. Can we just say...
Go for it, Ash. Absolutely.
First game back, post ACL, and just dominated.
Absolutely. To get in the best, she has done the work. Obviously, we know her from down at Central Districts. She's done a lot of work over, again, the last 10, 12 months to be able to come back and play games and end up...
to iPerform just supporting her through
100%.
all of that. Brad Bain and his team.
Absolutely. I've seen Kate Grady do the work with iPerform and be able to work through and come back. First game back, just slip in first best. How hard can it be? How hard can it be, Kate Grady? So congratulations, Kate. We're really rapt to see you back. Great work on all your rehab. Again, it goes to show you put the hard work in.
Definitely.
And
good role model for others as well. Like
100%.
Injuries only just make you better. So.
Absolutely. And of course, Shannon Murphy, back from Central Districts. I don't have any notes whether she took the premiership medal off the play or not. Can't confirm nor deny, but great to see you back out locally, Shannon. We love that. And on to our last game of the weekend, we had Light versus South. Light kicking at 21-22 for 148, keeping undermanned South scoreless. South's having a lot of hard work out there. They've got a lot of under-16s developing, and obviously it's really hard for them to play with a lesser number of players as well. I think they only had about 14 names, so it makes it really difficult.
Definitely, no interchange makes it really difficult.
100%, but they've got really good leaders there. Obviously their best were in Hannah Pavey, Samantha Kurlick and Michaela Kraukamp as well.
Good to see Pav getting in the best.
Of course.
Hard being a player coach, but
absolutely.
You got to reap the rewards.
100%, and that's what I mean. Pavey's a great leader for those girls down there, so I'm really looking forward to, even towards the end of the season, I think South will step the pedal on and we'll be able to see a lot of those girls gel forward and come through. We're only about halfway through now, so there's plenty of footy left to go, and all those under 16s in South are only going to be benefiting from this game time.
Definitely.
Light had their best in Jazz Ellsworthy, Sasha Branson and Beck Brading, with Beck Brading just kicking a casual 6. Nikki Moss and Beck Boys kicking 3 apiece as well. Beck Brading, look.
And she's unstoppable.
She's unstoppable. We talk about the same players every week popping up, but when you're all class like Beck Brading, again, she's an absolute great player, a great girl as well.
Great leader.
Hasn't been short of her injuries about the last 6 months. Obviously came through from Central Districts Development League, but she was able to work really hard through that. And again, it's coming up, and it doesn't seem to be taking any time or stopping, taking the gas off the pedal, mate. Because look, coming out kicking 6 again. How hard can it be? We love to see it. We've had some great footy this weekend, obviously celebrating Pride Round. Really exciting time for us. We're jumping into round 9 next week though, and we've got Gawler Central taking on Williston, another Saturday night down at Gawler. Obviously they had a Saturday night for their Sponsors Day this week. Now we're going another Saturday night. They're like an under lights. They were
They
just nipped by Barossa. Ash, if you had to put your money on, GC Williston, what have you got?
I'm going to go Gawler Centrals this week. Like, coming off a loss, I reckon they're going to have it. I reckon they're going to be fighting, and Williston just going to have to fight through.
Absolutely. Williston, strong as always, again, had a really good week this week. I think the club really rallied behind them, so they had a great win. But going down to the dog track facing Gawler Centrals is never easy. I'm going to back Williston, but again, I hope I'm wrong and Kate Grady and Murph jump off and put the pedal on again. But
Put on a show.
Can't wait to see that one. Newry v South at Tanunda. Ash, what do you reckon?
It's going to be another good game. I'm thinking, I reckon South might have this one. I reckon they're going to come hard, hit Newry hard.
I'm gonna go with you on that one, Ash. I reckon this is South Week. Again, they've done a lot of developing. They've got a lot of these 16s coming through, and with Pavi really leading that team, they're going to really come through hard at Newry. But again, the Newry guys coming off a week break, anything can happen there. And our last game of the week, we've got Light taking on Tanunda at Tanunda as well. Ash.
It's going to be a tough one. I reckon Light might come through for this one, but Tanunda aren't going to give up.
Absolutely, fighting Tanunda, we love it, but again, Light I think are just a little bit too strong at the moment, so Light's got my chockies on that. And also the Barossa girls are kicking their feet up, so rest well Barossa. We can't wait to wrap up round 9 with you coming up. Ash, another good one.
Good work, Baz.
Happy days, guys. We'll see you guys next week.